I think the hardest thing and what makes us all, I guess, human is that you have to forget the trauma of your life. Ideally, in my case, you know, my wife and I talk about, Alejandra and I talk about this, is that you need to move on, but at the same time you need to remember. But you turn out the light and nothing seems to get better. I think the hardest thing about surfing, the East Coast, is it's bad for so long and then it's cold and then you get out of practice and you have life that gets in the way. My name is Tomas Anthony. I'm a fitness trainer in New York City. People need to start finding joy in movement again, whether it be yoga, tennis, basketball, surfing. I realized that, you know, if I was going to try and surf, I was going to really have to do something. And I made a promise to myself I would start figuring out how I could train for this sport when I couldn't be in the water because of how much time I could get to the beach. Here we are in Melbourne Beach, Florida. We're here to interview and meet Hunter Joslin of Indoboard. What was that aha moment for you that you decided you needed to do more on land in order to be able to surf more?
Quite simply, I'm from the East Coast, and the East Coast has 60 days of good surf a year. I'm using the same muscles that I use in surfing. It's going to keep me more tuned. I went over to Australia, ended up third in the biggest longboard event in Australia, having surfed 5 days in 2 months, but I was working out. I went over there and paddled out and surfed as good or better than I had in ages.
How is it different from a regular skateboard?
It's all about just carving turns. So the style is completely influenced by surfing and snowboarding. It's really about compressing your body, just like in surfing.
I've noticed, like with the carveboard, that I've really been able to practice a lot of my surfing moves. You know, working on pumping my board, my positioning.
The biggest thing is just envisioning the lip and envisioning the wave and really trying to put yourself in that mood so that you're simulating the sport you love.
I mean, something that makes New York surfing unique is that you have to invest more of yourself. You know, this is the land of the one-day swell. So when the surf's up, you gotta get it. Otherwise, you know, it can be double overhead and pumping on Monday and knee-high and onshore on Tuesday, and it's like not even the same ocean.
In my search to become a better surfer, I realized that the way I was training and how I integrated it into my life had become as important, if not more important, than the intended goal. Up and across. Everyone's an athlete, and you're an athlete every day. Remember, toes rolling back to heels. Tighter is better. Wait till he passes you. All right, that's it, Zeke. So Zeke, interestingly enough, Zeke is he comes in the morning, he's always on time. You know, there are a few clients that drag themselves out of bed and they show up, 10 minutes late. Zeke is there 5 minutes before the door opens, always prepared.
It's a lot of work. because it's a total ton of work. And while there's a lot of technical difficulties behind me, I can get out there and do it and know that physically I can do it.
You're a convert.
I know.
You're never turning back. It's a good thing.
That's true.
I started the Everyday Athlete, this series, because I believe that level of passion and that connectedness to the moment of bliss can be reached by anybody. I see my job as helping people discover that.